Okay, my name is Madison Mayer. Today is February 24th. My password is purple. I will now be showing you my participants. This is Siobhan. There's Michael. There's Jay. There's Matthew and Jacob. And there's Michelle. 5.5. There's a bonus. Hello, my name is Madison Mayer, and this is my persuasive speech, The Impact of One. Well, the debate is over. Environmental issues do exist. But the question is, can one person really make a difference? Well, I'm here to tell you that the state of this country's landfills demands that each one of us make a change in the way in which we live our lives. Each year, the United States throws away enough trash to fill 63,000 garbage trucks. In the Pacific Ocean, there is a plastic island twice the size of Texas due to our wasteful habits. Today, I plan on talking to you about recycling. I want to tell you why we should recycle, what's recyclable, why you should care about recycling, what can be recyclable, the consequences of not recycling, and then I want to tell you how you can include recycling into your lifestyle. So why we should recycle? Recycling is an economic issue. Last year, $106 million of economic activity was directly related to recycling, including 471,000 jobs. Recycling prevents pollution. In 2013, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency did a study, and they discovered that by recycling and composting, we can reduce the amount of carbon dioxide emissions by 186 million tons. Now, to put that in perspective, that would be about the same as the yearly emissions of 39,000 passenger vehicles. Recycling saves money. Independent studies show that the environmental benefits of recycling materials for production versus using raw materials, virgin materials, is a reduction in energy. For instance, to produce something of aluminum, it can save 97% of the energy cost than using raw materials. For paper, it was 87%. For plastic, it was 87%. For paper, it is 68%. And then for steel, it was 56% energy savings. Recycling prevents resource destruction. Last year, 30 million tons of metal, paper, electronics, plastics, rubber, glass, and textiles were remanufactured into consumer goods. And as a matter of fact, U.S. manufacturers prefer to use recycled steel because it saves in so much energy. So these are the positive things and the positive effects of recycling. So what will happen if we don't recycle? Well, to begin with, our landfills they're not infinite. They will eventually fill up if we continue to throw away without caution. We either have to build new landfills or we'll have to find other ways of disposing of our waste. Without recycling, our finite resources, such as timber and minerals, will soon become in short supply. Without recycling, our consumer goods are going to start costing more because of the energy that is used to produce them using the virgin materials. That cost is going to be handed down to the consumer, not the manufacturer. And then finally, it will eliminate jobs. Hundreds of thousands of jobs in the United States are directly related to recycling. So these are the consequences of not recycling. But in the end, why should you care? Each one of us has the ability to lessen the impact of climate change. Carbon dioxide and methane are the two predominant gases that are produced through landfills and through incineration. Carbon dioxide is produced when we burn fossil fuels, fossil fuel products such as plastics. And methane, of course, is produced in landfills. The more landfills, the more methane. And eventually, I think that each one of us would want to leave the planet better for our next generation. Your children and your grandchildren would require that each one of you act responsibly towards the planet so that they can have a clean planet in which to live. So these are all examples of some of the reasons why you should care. Now, let's look into what is recyclable. So first off is your metals, your aluminum, your tin cans, all of that is recyclable. And certain things like your paper and cardboard. Now that would include things such as your magazines, your office papers, your juice containers, junk mail, phone books. I know we don't use phone books very much, but they're recyclable. Glass containers are recyclable, as are plastics. Your batteries. A lot of people don't know that batteries are recyclable. So your car batteries, household batteries, rechargeable batteries, all recyclable. Same way with your bulbs, your incandescent light bulbs, your CFL light bulbs, all recyclable. And then finally, your electronics, such as your TVs, your computers, and your cell phones. So as you can see, there are a number of reasons why you should recycle. Tonight, I've given you a few examples of why you should recycle. I've told you about the consequences of not recycling. I've told you why you should care about recycling. And then I've given you an idea of what you can recycle. Now, I challenge each and every one of you to go home and find one thing, just one, to recycle for the next 30 days. I promise you that you will start to cringe if you have to throw something away that you could have recycled. I promise you.